Hello, hello, Virgos. I'm Sunny. This is a collective general message. Of course, it's possible it's not for you, but it might be. Bless you. And if it is, please hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment below. All the things that's done to help my channel grow is truly appreciated. And, Virgos, we're just going to get to the message. See who's coming your way. What do we have to say? First 10 days of July. Also, if you're interested in the new opportunities, new love, my other channel has a playlist, another message, if you're interested. Alrighty, Virgos, let's see. Virgos, who's coming your way and what do they have to say? Virgos, first 10 days of July. Alright, so, excuse me. I see Taurus energy, but it also feels like you're not connected or committed to whoever this is. So already I feel a very nonchalant type of energy. 1 second. Alrighty, so let's see what's going on. In the past, I see for some of you very much aware that you've been through some things, but you're still optimistic. And because of this, it's like, I feel for some of you, when it came up to the past relationship, the effort wasn't equally put in, and it's not with 50-50. It's just that they wasn't aligned. They didn't have the same agenda, the best way to put it. So, again, that wasn't working out in your best interest. And the good thing I see is that you're no longer in this energy of either thinking it's your responsibility to pull this together because you see, OMG, they're dragging their feet intentionally, you know? And that's where you're not trying to stay connected to someone in some type of woe is me, bad energy. What the hell is that? Excuse my French. But I'm trying to see what's up with this device here. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with these devices. I don't know if it's a Mercury retrograde. I feel like it's... Alrighty, so... whoever's coming your way, it just feels like, yeah, of course it's totally up to you to entertain this person here. Totally ball in your court, but it looked like for some, you already made your decision about this from the last time you entertained this relationship. So if this is someone from the past, I don't even see for some you giving it another go. This is why it may be good to look at the new read that I put for Virgo on my other channel. Yeah, something unjust, something unbalanced. And they feel like this person will never make it right. Even if they feel like that's their attempt, they just come up short. Too little, too late. Alrighties. Let's see. Libra. For some, I don't even think that you're going to even express how disappointed and how it's really... I see for some doesn't even make sense for them to give an explanation, because I don't feel like you're really interested on the what it shoulda couldas and why it didn't work. Yeah, you already know. You crossed that bridge already with them. And when the process of them not taking accountability, it feels like you already chose a new direction. You know, it's like now they're figuring it out, what it is that you moved on. You packed up and moved on. So while they were still trying to stay in this woe is me victim energy, you was working on some things. Yeah, you wasn't trying to stay stuck with them. See, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini. See, there was deception. And this is why you don't want no parts of what they're offering. It's like for some of you, you choosing to spare their feelings in a sense of telling them, like reading them the business or just going in, because you could if you wanted to, with receipts and everything. But I think for some, you letting them feel the impact of not having you a part of their life anymore. Because that, as you know, is way more devastating. Okay. What else for Virgos? Virgos. Let's see. Trying to get a good shuffle. Who's coming your way? What do they have to say? I already feel like we already know what it is, but let's see what else comes through for Virgos. First 10 days of July. Again, I see you know even. Is it Mercury retrograde? But I don't see you entertaining what they have to say. You're no longer looking at their point of view because you did that already before. When you was locked into the connection, you genuinely gave a dang. So when it came up to working things out and hearing them out, you was really tapped in, locked in, until you started to see, OMG, this is one-sided, disappointing, and I feel like they get a kick out of being your priority or project, whatever it is. I see Pisces. Who else is here? Somebody manipulative. Either way, I see Scorpio too. Tact and diplomacy you're using. Because, again, a no is a no. You already made up your mind. Also, too, you're okay with this ending at this time. You realize this person is going to paint a narrative no matter. They already did, okay? And you committed to the change. Because, again, for some of you, you see it's a lot of water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But for some, you okay with this ending because you know the truth ain't in them. They're too comfortable with chaos, stress, the bitterness. So the Tower moment, Aries energy too. The ending that breaks to the new. And it feels like for some of you, you was more than ready because you couldn't stay with that type of energy. It's too draining. Yeah, you're looking around like, oh, well, they didn't make the best decision for themselves. That's something for them to learn later on. Because you refuse to walk around in life thinking that, OMG, there's no peace, happiness, and love. You know good and goddamn well, yeah, it stresses. It's moon energy and people that's, again, comfortable with chaos and stress. The devil's a lie and very busy. But you know this. And because of this, you like, OMG, as long as I am not in messy boots shoes, you more or less saying, let me get that mess up out my house. Yup. Because it was stressing you out. It was depleting. Somebody here was taking advantage of knowing who you are. It's like somebody here taking advantage, like for instance, the magician. Taking all the magician time, painting an illusion like it's working, but yet it's still your gifts and God's timing is helping their benefit and they're wasting it. So then it feel like it's secondhand waste, because it's like the burden of trying to help someone that, number one, who refused to help themselves, and you see that you could use that for yourself. Yeah, because, again, it wasn't paying. Making a decision to give a F about someone that's draining has been costly. And it's like, OMG, there's other opportunities out there. Why stay stuck in something that's draining with somebody here now see all the benefits of being connected to you, but it feels like they're not going to change anything different that they do. Yeah, I see you closing out the cycle because it makes sense. You're not losing any more sleep over this. You're taking accountability that was done to you. It's like you're taking ownership, saying, I'm no victim in this. I tried to help up until I seen that it was hurting me. I tried to be in a connection thinking that we was going to benefit and grow together, but it was one-sided. And they didn't have the same agenda. So what it looks like here is with the Five of Swords, what is understood about this person that backstab, betrayed, spent a narrative. Now they see no one compares to who? To you. Is it too late for them? Not you. Because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, that because you moved the way you did in relationships and bonds, there's a good one coming in due time. But it really feel like for some, your focus is on your coin. Okay? It looks like, and again, a work opportunity is coming in, if it isn't already. I see Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, just everybody showing up. But it just looked like things is so much better for you, because for some, you're not reacting to the BS. It's like you're standing on business, and it just feels like the extra responsibilities and things that you was committed to. It's like for some, if you had to do it over, you wouldn't do nothing different, because you really was committed, and it taught you something about yourself. So I feel like somebody would have been repeating this cycle with different people until you've seen something different. And I feel like you got committed and connected spiritually, and it's just like your perspective changed. Okay? You're closing out a cycle, sky's the limit, keeping things more quiet, close to the chest, trusting your intuition, and there's abundance, success, and travel. Someone here, I feel insecure, and they didn't have enough vision to invest and give a F about this connection. And what I see, it didn't stop anything. It just made you trust yourself anymore. I mean, goodness gracious, come on, Virgo, come on. It made you trust yourself even more. And also, too, for some of you, again, I see you more locked into securing your abundance. Because, again, it just feels like the terrible moment is that somebody realized that, OMG, in the process of a breakup, somebody realized, oh, I got to prioritize me. You know? But I do see a connection coming in for some of you. Alrighties. If it ain't one as of yet. But I do see the past person, OMG, really, like, no one compares to Virgo. And it's really something they already knew, but they thought they thought it was bigger than a program, in a sense, playing on the fact of your integrity, that they thought you were going to see it through forever and a day. And that, again, I don't know what type of ride or die, old school traditions they thought you was on, but that was never a part of what you signed up for. So I do see more Pisces energy where your perspective changed. You're not even as upset as they expect you to be, because it really looked like, in a sense, you knew this is how it was going to play out. Even to the consequences, because, again, it's very much, I see somebody as a magician, this hermit, this intellect, this emperor, empress energy. I see somebody well aware of what they're dealing with, but also because of this intellect and generous spirit, it was thinking, OMG, I could take on this, and I'm not really saying change, but lock in and I feel like help it grow. But that's not the case anymore, because you're like, OMG, how did that pan out? Because you wound up doing so much on your own in a relationship, like feeling like, dang, was I single in this? And this is why, for some, when it came up to this tower moment, somebody was worried at one point, thinking that was, they didn't want to lose their alliance, until you started to see that their alliance wasn't worth sugar honey iced tea. Yeah, because if it was, you wouldn't be doing all these things, 11 things. And it's like, OMG, I'm one person. Help, please. I mean, this is what it's looking like. Like, because you're so good at what you do, this person got comfortable not doing anything. Like, oh, Virgo, get it done. Or Virgo, figure it out. And it's like, then Virgo could be by themselves. Sometimes I need help. And it also shows memories, comfort. Some people here and start to see, OMG, it really didn't have that much. When I'm saying memories, comfort, whoever this is, somebody's starting to see like the value or what somebody did wasn't even all that. Meaning like a teddy bear that secured you when you was a child. You start to see, oh, I only believed in that teddy bear because I was a child. Not because the teddy bear was fighting off the monsters, you know? And it's like, now somebody's starting to see, could have been one in the year of the dragon, but it's like somebody here is very protective and loving, but know now that that's not for everyone. It's like, yeah, there's no reason to complain. It's changing the company that you keep. Yeah, I feel like somebody is doing something for the bigger picture. Emotionally, mentally, and financially. That's what I see. I definitely hope this was helpful. Virgos, latest.